and Sense, where I, Jen, try to make sense of the world's shenanigans. Sometimes I'm joined by a guest, but most times it's just me trying to figure it out and not sweat to death in this very awesome studio room. Anyways, today's shenanigans, I don't really have a title. It's really just going to be me going off today, guys, just in case you didn't know. February has been a busy month for me. January was also busy, but we're not going to talk about January of 2023. We're starting with February. Today is February 3rd. It's Friday. I've been having a lot of sleep issues, so I slept a lot, but then I had a random interview thing going on. Well, I guess I can tell y'all about that real quick. So I went for a security trainer position at Universal, so I would be training the new hires about security and whatnot. Mind you, I've been with the company for 7 months, so I technically qualify, but of those 7, I only worked 4. So there is that. But I just made it a point. I was just like, hey, I'm so new that your policy and procedure is baked into the brain dome right here. Unlike other officers who can do the job correctly, but they might not be doing it to the SOP that is current. So did all that, did the interview after working all night because I switched to Graves, and I got off. Then my homeboy hits me up and he's like, hey, do you know how to make Cat 5 cable? And I was like, yeah, it's been a while, but I can do it. Just gotta Google it, know the color pattern. He's like, oh, well, there's a job available if you want to try for it. And I said, sure, why not? It's not like I just set up my whole resume and self to get this position. So I updated my resume and I sent in the information, and they were like, oh yeah, you're a veteran, let's get to it, let me see your resume. You know what, if you add this, that, and the third, we'll see what we can do. The interview would be on Tuesday, and you just have to make sure that you can actually terminate a Cat 5, which is the blue internet cords. And I said, oh, okay. And he was like, well, if you get the job, you could start within 4 days. I was like, 4 days? I just got comfortable with Universal, even though I'm not full-time. So, if they're offering me more money and full-time, it's a Navy contract for civilians, then I'll do it, And I get to travel. They have to pay for me to go places. I don't see the problem, really. But we'll see what happens. I could, go to this interview and completely blow it, and that would be unfortunate. So that's kind of where my life is. And then I had another I don't want to say it was impulsive, but that's kind of what I do. I am an opportunist, if you know me very well, and if you don't, I take opportunities and I go with them. I run so far and fast with them. And you can call that being impulsive. Anyway, I was like, what I like to do? I like to make things. If you get a chance to talk to me in person one of these days, maybe I'll do a video. I build stuff all the time, and I'm like, well, if I could put 2 pieces of wood together, technically I'd be a carpenter, and I could go be a journeyman and do the thing. Excuse me. And, do that maybe. We'll see what happens. I just kind of hit me. I have so many things going for me at the moment, and it's funny because January I had nothing but stress going for me. So much stress. Oh, what's that sound? What's yelling at me today? I don't know, something is, but we're just gonna keep on moving. So yeah, I like to build things. I thought about becoming a carpenter. We'll see what happens. And let's see. Oh, funny story. I went to the dentist. I have basically perfect teeth, so she just talked to me, and she was just like, you're gonna turn 40, and what do you have to show for it? And I was like, you're right. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I don't know. I want to be happy. I want to build stuff. I just want to make money. The are that existential dread that is like so far up our butts because we don't know what we're doing with ourselves as a 30-year-old. Anyway, she was like, yeah, you're gonna turn 40 and what do you have to show for it? And then I talked to my sister and she's like, Genesis, you're retired. Like, what are you saying? you did it already. And I'm like, yeah, but like, I don't feel like I've got anything going for me now. You know, I'm single. I have the house. I love the house, but I just feel like I could be doing more. And she's like, so what would you do? And I'm like, I don't know. And that's kind of where we left that conversation. So I would love to become a full-time podcaster. That'd be great, right? But you guys, I guess I need to spread the joy of Genesis. Maybe like specialize more. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. It got really hot in here because there's like no airflow. And we're complaining about the AC again in our podcast. Lovely. What else has been going on? Oh, so I told this to one of my other coworkers because, you know, working at Universal, I talk to all sorts of people. And ow, what happened? Okay, anyways, I talked to all sorts of people at Universal, and I told my coworker something I picked up from this guy from YouTube that I watch a lot. His name's Strufless, and he was like, thinking about stuff is not doing stuff. And I felt like that was a personal attack against my soul because I am an overthinker to the point where I will psych myself out of doing things and saying things, even though I've gotten better since my surgery because I realized that I could have died and, you know, not have had a fulfilling life for me. For other people, I might be there, but for me, I'm not. Sorry, random tangents all around. I don't even know what I'm going to call this episode. I will have to think of a fun name eventually and release it. So the plan is to release episodes on Tuesdays and Friday. Yes, so starting this month, even though I think I'm going to be releasing this episode on Tuesday instead, even though it's Friday the 3rd, we're going to do it. We're just going to release things as they come because like things have been so chaotic lately, just trying to figure out what's going on, getting the stuff for my youngest sister, figuring out my middle sister's stuff, got my mom trying to get her life together. We're just trying to get everything together. I'm trying to go back to the gym. I've been doing a terrible job at that, but we're gonna be fit. We're gonna be lifting. We're gonna look like Arnold. You can't see me flexing. There's really nothing to flex, but you know, I like to pretend like it looks like something. And then, let's see. Oh, I thought about doing gosh, what's the fancy word for it? I'm going to be basic and say like the gastric bypass sleeve thing because apparently I'm obese. I don't know how, but apparently I am. They're like, well, your body type and whatnot. But my doctor like wrote big as day, obese, lose weight. And I was just like, ouch. Why you got to do me like that? So I had to go talk to the VA about it. Also, speaking of the VA, my scar still hurts, but I can tolerate headphones. I can put an earbud in my ear. Oh, whoa, they're calling me. Oh, well, I guess this is done right now. We're gonna just stop. So, to finish. Okay, yes. Okay, sorry. I clearly can still podcast. So, to finish up this episode, that I'm gonna call random shenanigans because that's a word and whatnot. I was just talking to that job and they were like, let's see what we can do, and I said, okay. I don't know what's happening, guys. I just know that I am tired. Awkward pauses. That being said, you guys have a great day. Remember to be kind, and let's get down to business. We're gonna defeat the Huns. I'm sorry, Disney references gotta happen. Bye.